Cybertrafficking. Using digital means to exploit, manipulate, or traffic someone can absolutely involve people close to you, including family, friends, or romantic partners. Here are practical ways to protect yourself, especially when it's people you know. 1. Watch for red flags and familiar faces. Even people close to you can engage in coercive or exploitative behaviors, such as pressuring you to share personal photos or videos, offering sketchy jobs that are vague or seem too good to be true, controlling or monitoring your online accounts, isolating you from others or insisting on secrecy, asking you to lie about your age or identity online, forcing you to interact with strangers online. If someone is making you feel unsafe, uncomfortable, or controlled, that matters, even if they are family, a friend, or a partner. 2. Know how apps enable cyber trafficking. Apps can quietly open the door for exploitation. While they can protect your privacy, apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, and Signal can also be used by abusers to hide coercion and control. Money transfer apps like Venmo, Cash App, and similar platforms are sometimes used to pay or coerce people into doing things they don't want to do. And social media algorithms can expose vulnerable users to trafficking through direct messages, likes, or mutual connections. Many traffickers groom victims through social media, especially if they already know you personally. Lock down your privacy settings. Use multi-factor authentication so no one can hack into your accounts, even if they know your password. Avoid saving sensitive content on cloud apps like Google Drive or iCloud unless it's encrypted, and never stay logged in on a shared device. Also, consider using a separate email for sensitive accounts. Understand grooming and digital coercion. Cyber trafficking often starts with small manipulations. It may look like love bombing, which is sudden, intense flattery, gifts, and promises. It could look like isolation, like, don't tell anyone about us, or they won't understand. It can come off as shaming, like, you owe me, I did this for you, or you're ungrateful. And it could be normalization of control, like taking your phone, managing your social media, or watching your messages. If someone's behavior changes your online habits without your full consent, that's a sign something's wrong. 5. Trust your gut and build a safety net. If you feel trapped, watched, or unsafe, keep a backup device, contact, or plan that only you know about. Talk to people outside your immediate circle, especially if you feel isolated or unsure. Avoid centralized or state-run hotlines if you don't trust them. Look for grassroots, survivor-led, or community-based organizations that are trauma-informed and respect your autonomy. Even small signs of control or pressure are worth taking seriously. Now, about finding help that respects you. Not all help is actually helpful. Some hotlines and agencies are connected to systems that can actually make things worse for you. Instead, look for those survivor-led organizations, those mutual aid groups, and digital rights or harm reduction collectives. And not everything that makes you uncomfortable is trafficking, but it still matters. Feeling uneasy, pressured, or violated online doesn't always mean you're being trafficked. Sometimes it's a boundary being crossed. Sometimes it's manipulation, coercion, or emotional abuse. those things matter too. Here's the difference in simple terms. Trafficking involves exploitation, often for profit, labor, or power, without full, informed, and free consent. Discomfort or manipulation might not be trafficking, but it's still worth paying attention to, especially if it becomes a pattern or starts to erode your autonomy. You don't need a worst-case scenario to validate your instincts. If someone's behavior online or offline is making you feel smaller, silenced, or unsafe, you're allowed to speak up, because you don't owe anyone access to your body, your mind, your data, or your time. Thank you for listening to the L.M.Mint Talks podcast. See you in the next episode.